that is different? And for Jared, is it different acting opposite Jensen the actor versus Jensen the actor director? Is that complicated? Is it too complicated?
It's too early.
It's early.
It is. It's slightly different. Not that anybody else, I think, could tell, but I can tell because having done 220 episodes with him, I can tell sometimes because he has to be critiquing the other actors when he's, as opposed to when he's just Dean and somebody else is directing. He gets to be part of the scene, whereas we're doing a scene and he's directing it, and there are 5 or 6 other actors in the scene. I can see Director Jensen. It's a bit of a different scowl. There's like the Dean scowl.
It's more judgment.
It's more, yeah, it's totally. I'm like, that's Jensen right here. Not when it's his close-up, but when the camera's elsewhere, I can see him kind of Jensening the actor compared to Deaning them.
It's now become a verb. It is. And sometimes I certainly fall victim to that because it's hard to shut that side off and then just be creatively available in the scene as an actor, which is an interesting kind of thing that I didn't realize about myself until I started to direct, was that was a very necessary piece of me being Dean, was being just kind of emotionally and creatively available and not thinking about other things, just kind of being in the moment. That may kind of sound like actory, crap, but and it is. But it was kind of a real thing, and when trying to direct, it's much more of a logistics kind of headspace that I'm in. So to try and turn one off and turn the other on, and vice versa, is a little difficult, and especially when within the scene, I'm also looking at other performances and going, okay, is that? And I mean, less obviously not with Jared, not with Misha, not with Mark. Those guys know what they're doing. I don't have to direct them at all. They show up, they know their lines, they know their characters. They're good to go. It's more the guest stars who come on and who have questions. They're like, is this the tone that you want as this character and this and that? So I have to keep kind of a mind's eye of that while in the scene with these people. And so that's probably what Jared's talking about, is he can look over and see me watching one of the guest stars and like, and then my assistant director, the AD, will yell cut. I'd be like, okay, let's go one more time. So listen, when you're saying this line, why don't we go with more of like a feeling, and then it's like, okay, and then I have to go back on my mark and go back into Dean mode, which luckily I've done for a few years, so I'm able to kind of snap into that a little quicker. But yeah, it can be difficult.
On the plus side, to both those equations is that as an actor, I've always preferred to, I don't want to say it. I've always had a special appreciation for directors who have been actors, because there can often be, with like a director who's maybe been an editor or a PA or whatever, they come at it less sort of emotional, and they'll be like, do it faster. What does that mean? Like, do I have to pee? Or like, an actor will be like, hey, remember, you have to put this person in action because y'all are in a hurry. Like, oh, I get it. I get the urgency now, as opposed to just focusing on how it's going to look in front of the camera, focusing on why it's going to look like that.
Yeah, a lot of times directors with acting backgrounds come at you with more of an emotional direction as opposed to just a physical direction.
Right, which helps you get physically where you need to get.
But then there's sometimes, we have directors that we work with and have worked with for many, many years who, if they're trying to come up with the right thing to say to direct us on an emotion, we can just be like, Bob, where do you want me to go?
Not to mention any names.
Yeah. But actually, Bob's very good at doing both. So but there are some that's just like, just tell me where you want me to go. I'll figure out a way to get there and make it work. So that's a luxury that we kind of have been working on a show for so long. So anyway.
Thank you.
Yes.
I really love how awesome you are.
Oh, thank you.
You're so very welcome.
I picked it.
She was looking at me.
Sorry, Jared.
One for Jensen. She just Jensened you.
I'll
No,
DM her later.
Okay, but seriously, you guys are awesome to your fans. You care about us. So since you're so humble and not assholes like you could be,
She wasn't gonna be at that time.
She was looking at
have you ever met a true Becky, like stage 5 clinger, like get this chick away from me?
Are there just 5 stages?
I don't know.
This is the
I'm
first
just
time.
quoting a movie.
Is it like the DSM? How many stages has Becky done? I don't know. I still think, and I just had to do a few interviews for the show, and everybody's going, you know, and every year progressively, it's like now you've gone 6, now you've gone 7, and now 11 seems kind of daunting also. And so I feel a legitimate, it's like an organic fandom. It's not like people just come up and go, oh my God, it's like somebody from One Direction. We all, I know.
Who?
Zayn is bad.
I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
But it feels more organic. Like we're here because y'all fought for us and we fought for y'all. It's not like, here's our pedestal.
Oh, that means you guys.
You guys.
I'll be translating for Jared today.
So it's more of like a, yeah, y'all, it's almost more like meeting a fellow alumni or something, as opposed to like, hey, we're hot shit. It's more like, hey, you went to school at UT, so did I. Oh, cool. So, you know, so it feels more legitimate. So if there's somebody who's a big fan, it feels like it's for the right reasons. Maybe I'm not on the right, like, blog sites or something. Maybe they're...
I think, well, yes, in the same kind of vein that Jared's talking about, I think that there's a connection that has been made through outlets like this that we've been able to make with you guys, and you guys have been able to make with us. And I think that has it's strengthened that connection to where when we do meet somebody that might qualify as a stage 5 clinger, that's not our first reaction. Our first reaction would be more to embrace them than to run away from them. And so I think that's something that's a trust and a relationship that's been built up between us that we're very proud of, and I hope you are too, and I think that hopefully that continues.
Thank you.
Go ahead and pick, you're on a roll.
I saw you in the 3rd row. I think I saw you earlier, so I'm gonna go with you again. Yes.
Oh my gosh, wait, let me take my picture first.
Okay, so